Hello, everyone. Happy Friday, happy day, wherever you are. I am making today's life coaching video on a special request topic, and it is entitled How to Overcome Failure and How You Can Come Back from a Failure. And so, this is a special request, and it's so relevant for all of us because we have all experienced some degree of failure in our life. And so we're talking about a major experience that has really been impactful and what you would consider to be setting you back. Something you were anticipating didn't work out. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you didn't get into the university you wanted to attend. Perhaps you received bad news about your relationship and now you're getting divorced, or even an accident, something that really shakes us to our core and foundation. And so these are not light topics or subjects, and yet they're experiences that many of us go through. So how do we come back from failure? How do we overcome it? Well, I am sharing some insights and different perspectives as to how to do this. I have so far seven steps or seven keys for you to overcome failure. So the first one is to recognize that the failure that you're experiencing does not define you. It doesn't need to be your identity, and it doesn't mean that it is now who you are. It doesn't make you a failure. This is an experience, it's a situation, and it happened. And now it's something that you've experienced as part of your life journey. It does not define you unless you choose to use it as an opportunity for growth and evolution, which can serve to define you in a positive way. However, the key is that it does not define you as a failure person. It is not who you are. You are you. And the things that happen in your life are experiences and they are occurrences. They're not who you are as an individual. You are more than that. You are energy. So keep this in mind. You are not your failure. This is simply an experience that is passing through your life. And even though right now it feels like something incredibly powerful and unavoidable, it's going to pass. Now, it brings me to the second point of time. Now, use time. Know that this too shall pass. Everything passes in life, even the things that we feel that are impossible to shake off, like a betrayal or a breakup with someone you loved or losing someone you care about. Now, this is not to diminish the impact of the feelings, because absolutely we will feel so many emotions. However, in order to overcome these experiences with time, rather than to be mired in that space, which can spiral downwards, we want to ensure that you thrive overall in the long term. And this is where time is crucial. It will take time to overcome your sadness or your grief or your pain or your disappointment and upset. However, time will serve you. Use time to your benefit, because the time will pass, and the key is, how will you pass your time? How will you spend it? So know that time is here to serve you. It will take some time, and how long it takes will be determined by your own internal evolution, your expansion in consciousness, and how you choose to harness this event as a growth opportunity. Again, this is a growth opportunity. Now, it brings me to the third point, which is that every single human, every single person, you have an incredible, powerful capacity to overcome difficulty, no matter what. Everyone does. And you see this time and time again in countless examples around you. People do overcome adversity, they overcome obstacles, and know that you have that power within you as well. Undoubtedly, you will overcome this. It will take time. It will take some effort. It will take energy and allowing an openness from your part. However, you have that power, so you will definitely overcome this, even though it seems impossible right now. And this is not to say everything happens immediately or overnight. No, it will take time, because the deeper and more meaningful and profound and shake it to your core this experience is, it may take longer for it to heal. It's really going to shape you on the inside, and it's a matter of how you choose to let it shape you. This is where your power comes in. And that brings me to the fourth point, that every single situation has a positive outcome, no matter what. And it's not always easy to find it, but you will find it if you seek it. If you ask yourself, what are the positive outcomes or consequences of this experience? How is it benefiting me on some level? How is it enhancing me on some level? What am I learning from this experience? And know as well that you will learn now from what's happening immediately, and also over time as you evolve with it. So this is serving you, and if you are aware of this, then you will know that this is having a positive outcome on some level. What is that positive outcome? How is this serving you? Is it bringing you closer to some people? Is it forcing you to reconnect with yourself? Is it making you more available to take care of your physical body? There are countless examples of how any and every single perceived failure will serve you. And if you have any doubt about it, ask other people, hey, I don't see it, but how do you think this is serving me positively? What could be the positive outcome of this? And they may have some ideas. Once you start asking the question, the answers will come. Now, on to point number 5 is perspective. Shifting your perspective in your life timeline. So ask yourself, how do I see myself being impacted 1 year from now? Will this matter 5 years from now? Will it matter 10 years from now? How does it look in the bigger picture? And that may enhance your perspective and assessment on what this really matters to you now. And it may reduce the feelings of intense failure and shift you into a more positive space, which is very important. Then the 6th point is to harness your internal power, your personal power. Know that, as I mentioned, that you have an incredible capacity to overcome difficulties. Everyone does. And ask for help from your higher power. Ask for help from whatever you believe in, whatever God that you believe in spirit, in the universe, God or Allah or Krishna, whatever faith is yours, Buddha, your guardian angels, even if it's your inner being is always with you. You don't have to believe in a deity outside of you, because in fact, you have the God within you. You have that life force. You can help yourself by asking inner being, higher self, soul, please guide me, please help me, please illuminate my way so that I can overcome this. Please fill me with the energy and power of forgiveness or compassion or strength. Give me the strength of the sun or the strength of God to overcome this painful experience. And know that because you're open and you're vulnerable, your prayers are heard and they are being answered. So you release it with full faith. And this is when we experience miracles. So it brings me to the last point, number 7. Assess the practicalities of what you now need to do. What are the physical, earthly things now that you have to do if it's applicable? Do you have to meet people to take care of logistics or to handle your business? Do you need to take certain steps now to if you're mate is leaving, do they need to move out? Then do you need some help from your friends to help them take their belongings? Or do you need to meet with a therapist? Do you need to meet with a life coach or a career counselor? Or do you need to meet with your friends and family now to have more compassionate solidarity and be supported by your community? Or do you need to get your resume out because you lost your job? Or do you now need to assess, I didn't get into that school or that job didn't accept me. Now do I need to apply to other places? You know, when you start taking concrete steps, baby steps, small steps, it doesn't have to be right away, but with time, you feel more empowered. What single one action can you do today, now, or tomorrow that will help to empower you? When you take that small action, you're sending signals to your subconscious mind that, hey, I'm not powerless. I'm not living in a world where I am subject to the whims of whatever, but I can do something. And that one thing you can do is meaningful and powerful. So do it, okay? And know that when you need help, resources are there to support you. So these are my tips, my 7 tips on how to come back from a major failure. I've been through it, and I mean, it took me many years to overcome a breakup, but I overcome it and I learned a lot from it. And everyone has their own, things, their own situation. Whatever it is for you, you've had your own failures and you've overcome them if you look back on your life. So know that whatever you're going through now or what you will go through will only serve you and your higher evolution. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed. I'd love to hear your feedback if you have any tips, and wishing you a blessed and magnificent day and a happy life. Bye.